Falcons world, Falcons nation, what up? It's a glorious day. It's your boy, Jazzy Jeff. Real Falcons talk, no gimmicks. Before I begin this video, I want y'all to just peep the shirt real quick. Do y'all remember this year? Man, we had such high hopes that year. We were the #1 seed, and we let Aaron Rodgers come to our house and just smack us around. I believe he had something like 360-something yards and like 3 touchdowns. We couldn't stop a nosebleed. And Matt Ryan was getting harassed all game long, man. That was a tough one to swallow. We're the reason why Aaron Rodgers got an MVP. So, Aaron Rodgers, you're welcome. Anyways, moving on. I want to talk about how there's people on TV who get paid millions of dollars to talk about their sports knowledge. Now, you may know this man. His name is Nick Wright, and he's on the show First Things First with Hall of Fame Chris Carter. Now, Nick Wright says a lot of dumb things, but this past couple of days, he said something that just made my antennas go up. This man said, this year, the Cleveland Browns have the best wide receiving core in the NFL, and he said it's not even close. He said they're ahead by a mile, which got me to thinking, okay, who they at? Okay, they added Odell Beckham. Now, if you want to compare Odell to Julio, it's no doubt in my mind Julio's better. I mean, last year Odell was just a broken man, and Julio was the leader in yards. So what's there to argue? So that's one. Let's go down to the second receivers. Last year, obviously, now Jarvis Landry is going to be their #2 receiver. Last year, Jarvis Landry was their #1 receiver. Let's go to the stats because, men lie, women lie, but stats don't lie. So let's go to these stats. Jarvis Landry had 81 receptions, 976 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Mind you, that was as a #1 receiver on the team. Calvin Ridley, our #2 receiver, who's going to be #2 versus obviously Jarvis Landry, had 64 receptions, 821 yards, and 10 touchdowns as a second receiver. So you're telling me Jarvis Landry's obviously numbers are going to go down now with Odell Beckham on the team. So, and back in Calvin's rookie season, he still had way more touchdowns and close to the same yardage as Jarvis Landry. Now let's go to their third wide receiver, because this is when it starts to get funny. Their third wide receiver is either Higgins or Callaway. They rotate a lot. Higgins had 31 receptions, 572 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Callaway had 43 receptions, 586 yards, 5 touchdowns. They're similar, that you can interchange them. They're very close. Sanu had 66 receptions, 838 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So about the same amount of touchdowns. So our third receiver almost had 1,000 yards. And he's clearly better than Higgins and Callaway. Calvin Ridley is better than Jarvis Landry. His numbers, and that's his rookie year. So he's only going to get better. And we already know that Julio is better than Odell Beckham. So what the fuck is Nick Wright talking about? This man gets paid. I'm here on a weekend on my ass doing this for free. And I can just show you better stats than what he's talking about. I know more than what he's talking about. He said it wasn't even close. And then finally, obviously the most important part is quarterback. Matt Ryan is better than Baker Mayfield. Now, I like Baker Mayfield, don't get me wrong. He can be a great quarterback. But Matt Ryan's a former MVP. Matt Ryan is #12 on the all-time passing list of all time for yards. So I think he's a better quarterback. So I don't know what Nick Wright is talking about. This guy just talks out his ass and gets paid for it. Man, I would love that job. Anyways, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Comment, like, share, subscribe, all that. And as always, have a good day and rise up. Peace, y'all.